Hey, sneak peekers. It's Morgan here sitting down with Glen Powell from the Expendables 3. How are you doing today?
Dude, life's good, man. I'm in Austin, Texas. Doesn't get any better.
Being a native Austinite, what do you do whenever you come back? What's the first thing you have to hit up?
Whew, just hit Lambert's Barbecue. Body's not too happy about it, but man, it was good. Yeah. No, I'm thinking I'm gonna hit a Barton Springs maybe tomorrow before I leave. I'm about to go down to Atlanta to shoot Ride Along 2, so I leave I'm gonna try to get a quick dip in before I have to take off to hot Atlanta.
Definitely.
Yeah.
So tell us about your character in Expendables 3.
All right, so you've seen Expendables.
Yeah.
So, basically we're talking about guns, we're talking about explosions, talking about the biggest action stars on the planet, and how my character fits into it is you have, all these big action stars get kind of shot up at the beginning of the movie, start to realize the mortality, and then Sly kind of goes, hey, we got to bring in some young blood to... So this doesn't happen again. Guys that I really don't care about, and because he's going after a guy, Mel Gibson's character, so it's kind of a death wish. So my character comes in and kind of offers the brain to the bronze, then we kind of bicker at the beginning. Obviously don't really get along, and then until we break the team apart and forge back a stronger force, the ultimate Expendables.
Yeah, that's about the most accurate way I could put it.
Yeah.
So there are a lot of stunts in this film.
A lot of stunts.
What was your favorite scene to shoot?
We shot so, because there's a guy named Dan Bradley he's kind of the master that, that one shot in Jason Bourne where he jumps through the window and goes to the other window, and it follows him. Dan came up with that shot. You remember the shot that has been copied a million times where car's driving and then it gets side swiped, and you see the car right here. He came up with that shot. So you have Dan Bradley, who's the ultimate second unit director, the ultimate action director. So all the practical helicopter stuff on that heist at the beginning, and he's unbelievable what he does. So I got to witness a lot of really cool stunts. My stuff, a lot of the stunts that I did in the movie, I ended up getting cut because it was a 3-hour movie of pure action that everybody's just geez, we filmed so much cool stuff, but you can't put it all in here because it's just people would pick it and be like, dude, how much stuff can you blow up? So there's this one scene at the end where I'm jump off, I climb up the elevator shaft, I jump off a building, slide down, throwing grenades and scaffolding's exploding, and then I'm hanging on the side of the building and a helicopter just tries to take me out, and Harrison Ford got chopper comes and takes him out, and then I jump to this rope, it flings me up to the roof, and so that'll all be in the DVD. But that sequence was, because I'm not big on heights and I'm doing all this stuff 15 stories up, so that was kind of an adrenaline rush. It was pretty cool, and I didn't die, which was even more fun.
That's fantastic. I mean, that's always a good way to end a film.
I just don't like dying, man.
It's
I don't like
fun.
it. It's
I
not fun.
haven't heard good things.
I've done it a couple times. Not a fan.
Me neither.
Not a fan of death. Yeah.
So, with such a big all-star cast, what was it like being in the room with so many of these just big action heroes that have been around and everyone knows them?
Well, look, I mean, you come into a set like that with a certain amount of expectations of egos, and you're all right. There's the wish fulfillment aspect, which you're all right, I think these guys may be nice to me, they may not punch me in the face. I hope I get through the whole shoot without somebody yelling at me or whatever. First day on set, I'm hanging out with all these guys. They did this one group picture shot, and so the only guy not in the shot was this guy Victor Ortiz, who's a boxer.
Yeah.
So I go, Victor, get to the picture, Victor. And I do that bad Arnold Schwarzenegger just in my real life, just for fun. And all of a sudden I look down and Arnold's standing right in front of me, and he just turns around. I was like, oh shit, Arnold, I never thought this was gonna happen, me doing a bad Arnold Schwarzenegger, and Arnold Schwarzenegger's here. So that kind of went down, and then 10 minutes later, I go over to Jet Li and I was like, dude, just want to let you know I'm a huge fan, really excited about getting to work with you. And he didn't really say anything. And I was like, oh, that's weird. Snipes comes up to me and he goes, yo, who are you just talking to? And I was like, oh, Jet Li, man. He goes, that's not Jet Li. That's Jet Li. And I was like, it was Jet Li's stunt double. It looks exactly like him. Anybody could have made this mistake, but it was not a good first day. But look, I mean, the fact is, none of these guys have egos. We go out at night. Thank goodness we're in a place like Bulgaria where there's not really much to do. So all these guys, you have no choice but to hang out together and bond. And so, it's pretty cool because now all these guys are my buddies. I can, spend 3 months in Bulgaria. You go to Cannes Film Festival together. You do this press tour together, and Yeah, so now I got to bring my parents to the premiere on Monday. You know, my dad's like dancing with Snipes, doing like a dance off of Snipes. Like mom, Jason Statham kissed my mom on the forehead. I'm like, shit, like everybody's just part of the family, you know? Pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean, you can definitely feel the camaraderie in the movie. Like,
Yeah.
watching it, it felt really, like, it came through that it wasn't just, like, a bunch of actors doing roles. Like, it felt like you guys actually had the bond.
Which is really nice because, I mean, look, with a movie like this, everybody's had their so much success in their own right. So you kind of expect that everybody's going to come in, take a payday, and leave. I'm not taking a payday, obviously. I'm the lowest paid actor on this movie by far. but you have, have all these guys, like, for them, it's not a payday. For them, it's going, shooting guns, kicking down doors, spraying bullets, jumping off of buildings, blowing things up with all your buddies, which is the dream. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
Yeah. Especially when you're talking about when these are your buddies.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And then getting paid on top of that.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
Yeah.
The money is even more fun whenever you've, like, earned it by blowing things up.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. I mean, I hope when the DVD does come out that they put everything in there because, I mean, Michael Bay can do a 3-hour movie of blowing stuff up and people do it.
Yeah. Yeah, look, I mean,
Now, if you put a
Michael
story
Bay
behind
is
that-
the king of like the low angle. Man, I want to actually, you know what? We should have Michael Bay'd this interview. Like, can you guys get like a little bit lower? I'll stand up like on an apple box or something and look like 8 feet tall. Maybe have like a sun setting behind me in the background.
I think we can do that, right, guys?
Can you guys add like a transformer or something in this? Is that possible? No? Yeah.
We can try.
Just with your budget, like add a transformer just sitting right here if you don't mind.
Perfect.
Yeah. By the way, Expendables is better than Transformers. Just know that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can definitely agree to that.
These guys are cooler than robots. Why have robots when you can have Arnold Schwarzenegger, Sylvester Stallone, Harrison Ford?
All making fun of their own careers, which is part of what's so fantastic about it. I mean, I kind of died a little bit of happiness just hearing Arnold Schwarzenegger say "get to the chopper" twice again.
You know what? There's nobody better at saying "get to the chopper" than Arnold Schwarzenegger. Yeah,
No
yeah. When
way.
Arnold Schwarzenegger says "get to the chopper," you go to the chopper. You know what I mean? He's got that kind of authority.
Yeah, if you don't do that, you're probably going to die. I mean, I don't care what the circumstance is. If I'm out shopping, I hear Schwarzenegger tell me to get to the chopper, I'll find the chopper and get to it.
It's like, yeah, it's like the red rum scenario. If you like look in the mirror and you say like red rum, 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 or whatever, like somebody like appears behind you with like a knife. I think there's like some kind of thing like that.
Yeah.
If Arnold Schwarzenegger says get to the chopper, I think you're in the chopper before he even finishes the sentence. I think that's how it works.
Yeah, I think that's how it happens.
I'm not sure. I don't know if that's science. I'm pretty sure that's the case.
With all those references, were there any jokes or references to the big actors in there that didn't happen that you were looking for?
Oh, Snipes was determined. You saw the movie. So Snipes, that line, "Jengalang, jengalang," Snipes was determined because there was that, everybody had like kind of their catchphrase. And the only one that Snipes has is "bet on black." But he's like, nobody really quotes "bet on black." So he's like, he was determined to get a "jengalang, jengalang." So everybody at UT Austin, make "jengalang, jengalang" a household phrase because Wesley Snipes wants you to. That's an order.
I mean, I think he says it only about like 10 times in the movie.
"Jengalang, jengalang." Yeah, just do that as much as possible. Like after you brush your teeth every morning, just say "jengalang, jengalang."
I think we can do that really easily.
Yeah, hook 'em horns, "jengalang, jengalang."
Well, thank you so much for sitting down with us. It's a fantastic movie, and I can't wait for Expendables 4 and to see where your character goes.
Yeah. Well, hook 'em horns. I love UT Austin and definitely love the RTF program. So you guys keep it up.